along the way and that I do troubleshoot them here so that you may see that it's actually a really normal thing to happen to anyone. I don't know, people, anyone, doesn't really matter how skilled or unskilled you might be. Encountering errors, encountering problems is a common thing, nothing more. Another way you could have seen that there was an error or something of a kind is to check the log files with a tail command. So tail space dash f and go into var log cron. There you go. You can actually see that we have the user and we have the okay, so we have the timestamp, of course, but aside from that, we also have the command, so cmd, and this is the command that we are running, and this is usually where you can see that things are off. If you have misspelled something or that something is wrong, in one of my tests, I've actually mistyped random and I couldn't figure it out what was wrong, and I've just swapped a and n, which was hilarious. Another place to look for problems is log messages. And there you go. You also have a list of things that have happened here as well. Just something to keep in mind where you can go and look for problems. If you go into var, I have shown this before, but let me just go ahead into var log and do ls. You can see that there are all sorts of log files here. Before I've just mentioned them, but now we've actually opened them, and tail-f allows you to follow them in real time. So as things happen, they will be written to the log file and you will be able to see them. Let's go ahead and clear the screen and wrap the tutorial up here. I really wish you a ton load of luck with this. I hope that you do encounter errors. I know that that sounds a bit wrong from me, but really that is the best way to learn. To encounter a problem, solve it, encounter next problem, solve it, encounter next problem, solve it, and so on and so forth. I know that it can be tedious, but it's worth it in the end. Well, it's worth it long before the end, because as you keep on solving problems, each problem that you solve, the next one you will solve faster and faster and faster and faster and with greater ease. That is how it works for me in any case. So, I bid you all farewell, and once again, a ton load of luck. Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm going to go ahead and continue on with the cron tabs. Now, look, if I go ahead and type cron tab -u random guy -e random guys, nice, random guy. Excellent. So now, as I said, we can specify minutes and hours and whatever we want. So let's go into the insert mode. We can say on the 12th hour, I want you to do something. Let's say 30th minute, 12th hour, day of the month. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Do it on 12th. Do it on the 12th hour on every day of the month. But you can also say, okay, just do it on the first day of the month. And then you can say, I don't know, do it every month, and the day of the week you can specify it, but let's say, I don't know, it doesn't really matter. We can leave it as it is. Let's not speculate. Anyway, and now this script will have a completely different repeatance interval aside from the dots. However, we cannot wait for this one to happen as it is too long, but I hope you get the idea. Aside from this, there is something far similar that you can use, far simpler that you can use actually. That would be simply this. Look, I'm going to go ahead and delete all these timers here and go ahead and forget about them for the time being. For the duration of this particular tutorial, don't forget about them completely. I can type in this at reboot, and every time the machine reboots, this will run at monthly. Pray that I spelled that. I'm praying that I spelled that correctly. At monthly, meaning that this script will run once a month, especially useful for backups. if you have tar commands that we've learned previously, and if you just put them instead where it says home random guy scripts first.sh, you will have a monthly backup, which is very useful. I mean, you don't need to bother with all these things. You can also type in hourly and some others as well, but you get the idea of how this actually gets to work. I mean, you don't even need to specify those timers there. I mean, there is one more daily that we can use here, which is also quite in handy. So you got hourly, daily, monthly, yearly, and instead of actually typing in all these values and numbers, you can just type in these things with @signs, and that works like a charm. And it's quite easy to understand, much easier than the numbers. I mean, don't you think? Okay then, let's leave this file for the time being. Let us abandon it completely. Okay, I want you to quit, and I don't want you to write anything. Don't care. Clear the screen. Now, these are user-specific cron jobs. There is also something that is called a system cron job, which you can find, its configuration file you can find in etc. And there we're going to see more than just a configuration file. So let's go vim etc cron. What do we got? Cron tab. Now we are in the cron tab, and we can take a look at what is in here. Now, if we modify a cron tab here, this is typically for root only. It's going to be a system-wide. And here we have pretty much the same things, which I have explained previously. You have minutes, you have hours, you have days of the month, day of the week, etc. And everything is explained. And even this very nice detail here, give me insert, it says that Sunday is equal to 0 or 7. So it's not only from 0 to 6, but you can also use a 7, although you see it says or. So it's either a 0 or a 7, but the 0 to 6 is a valid range. As you see, it says here that the range is from 0s to 6 indeed. Or you can even type in the days. You can type in Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday with these shortcuts. Day of the month, but you can also type in the days of the months in this fashion, which can be quite useful. I assure you, it's much easier than the numbers. It's something that is far closer to us as human beings, to an extent that is. Anyway, if I was to give exactly the same command as I have given it, if I was to apply exactly the same syntax, exactly the same lines as I have applied them to the cron jobs of user random guy, I would get the same effect. I mean, but it would be a system-wide thing. Another thing that I would like to show you is, oops, oh no, I don't need the dot. Now I need to quit. Is that we have these things. Just let me find them. No, hold on. Let's see. And then I'm gonna do ls grep cron. You have cron deny, cron daily, cron hourly, cron monthly, cron weekly. You have the cron tab for the system-wide cron jobs for daily occurrences, hourly, monthly occurrences, weekly occurrences, and so on. And we also have deny. There should be one more file here which you can create. It's cron.allow. But here we have cron.deny. And if we just type this in, I don't think anything's going to be in here. I don't remember putting anything in. Cron.deny. Excellent, so it's empty. If I typed in random, so if I typed in random guy, this particular user would not be able to run any cron jobs of whatsoever. So you can allow or deny cron jobs to users. You just need another file called cron.allow, just like this one is cron.deny, and you simply list usernames, one username per line, to either allow or deny cron jobs for that particular user. So let's go ahead and quit, and Yep, we can actually as well clear the screen without any bigger difficulties.